republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, council has a copy of last month's meeting minutes. If there's no additions or corrections, I need a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All right, citizens' remarks. Start right here in the front. You gotta go up here to the podium. Council, I'd like to address
You need to speak your name on that as the record.
Douglas Dolan, 224 South York Street. Lived in the borough 29 years, and this is actually the first complaint I've had, so I want to address the issue of very pungent chicken smell from my neighbors. They call it chicken farm. It has been reported to both mayor and borough manager several times over the last 2 or 3 months. And the problem has not been solved. I'm not sure what they've done. The neighbor has done to solve the issue. The issue has not been solved. The smell is there pretty much every day. A lot of days, especially hot days, it's much worse. This past Saturday, it was so bad we could not stand to be on our pool deck. We can't invite friends over to go in the pool because of the smell. They notice it. I'm not sure what can be done, but as of now, nothing has been done, and I want to know what the next procedure or what the council plans to do regarding this issue. Also, the 50-foot setback on the property line is not being adhered to. The chicken coop itself is approximately 15 feet off the line, with another smaller coop approximately 4 feet off the line, and a covered chicken run, I guess the best way to describe it, is about 10 feet off the line.
How many chickens do you have?
6 that I know of. And most days they are running loose through the yard. And I don't think we need to tolerate the smell. Something needs to be done.
Yeah, I mean, I went on down and talked with her, and I talked to his wife. There was a bag of fermented food, and I thought that was what the problem was. They could get rid of that. But I've not heard anything since that until Sunday.
The wife reported it 4 times over the last 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Also, the cream flies are very bad when it's hot out. No place else they can be coming from but there.
And I know Doug's been there.
I've been there 4 times. One of those 4 times, I actually issued a notice of violation with verbal warning. For your copy. I've also offered assistance in relocating the chicken coop to the back corner, further away from the property line. And in fact, they didn't do that. They extended their run.
Yes.
So,
Also, on that note, the neighbor was told that they were not allowed to move the coop to the other side of the property. I don't know why, but that's what she told us she was told.
What is the distance off the line on the ordinance?
It's,
is that the most recent?
I got a copy from your secretary today. It says 50 feet.
50 feet.
50 feet.
it's 2014, so if that's the most recent ordinance,
No.
no, it's not, because I think there was one more recent than that.
Yes, that's one of Brett Baker had wrote.
Yeah.
You should have a copy of that one. I can go and get a copy out of the office and come get it. If you got
Why is
it.
that not on the website?
I don't know, it should be.
It's not.
Should be with but every once in a while, I'll go there and I'll get a copy.
As of September 1st, 2019, setback is 50 feet for chickens.
Because I don't even remember what it is on the new one.
They have a copy of the most recent.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
you-
they got a permit.
Yeah, when you dropped off the copy with me, I provided them with a copy of it along with the letter.
You have a copy of it?
Not on me,
One
no,
with me.
sorry.
You want me to go get one? Yeah.
When was it changed?
When Brett was here, the previous mayor. So that would have been, I think it was before me, so I'm gonna say it was like 18, 19. It'll stay where it went from, what's that's the years. No.
And that's
So
why
we're excuse me, I'll go get one.
I just can't figure out why that would not be on the website. Either way, even if it's 10 feet, let's say the setback is 10 feet, the smell and the fly are the main issue. That must be dealt with.
Well, they've been given a notice of violation after the resident notified their neighbor of the odor. I got a phone call from the neighbor on Saturday, actually went to the residence, walked into the coop, and from what I smelled the wood chippings. That was a very distinct odor. And I smelled the chicken feed. I don't know if it's rancid feed or if it's poop. Plus, if I'm correct, I was messaged Friday night? Saturday. So I went down Saturday afternoon after I finally saw it, and she called me. And I don't know if in that time frame, if she had done any mitigation, she's trying to get more line. It's a back and forth. I mean, by the time I get down there, and I'm not saying that it doesn't smell, there is an odor. And I'm not saying that you haven't smelled it. Mr. Solicitor, do you have any input on this one, direction forward from here?
Well, let's look what the ordinance says with regard to that, and I'm not sure if the ordinance addresses.
Yeah.
It said after 3 complaints, it must be dealt with.
And that was one of the things that I did attempt to do with the resident themselves, relocate the coop to mitigate the whole issue to the other side of their garage. And then the ordinance wouldn't even come into question.
It's about 10 feet from the property.
Let's say they do move it 50 and that doesn't take care of the smell issue. Then we're back to square
The
one.
ordinance does say 10 feet. And they got 8 chickens.
Yeah, update.
I read all that over there.
I get it, because like animals, but I don't live on a farm. I don't want to live on a farm, and I don't want my property to smell like a farm. That's the bottom line. And I will not tolerate it.
The one concern that I do have, that I've been down there and I've seen myself, is she'll let the chickens out of the coop and the run, and they'll meander through the yard. Now, you're sharing feces throughout the whole yard.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
But, and on the same token with that, the yard is fenced in. But now, has that become a chicken run, or is that a yard?
Well, this talks about the maintenance of the coop, pen, and surrounding area, and it says that it's supposed to be kept odor-free.
It's not odor-free, I guarantee you. Especially on the 90-degree days that we had Saturday. It was awful.
What's the same with 2022-2, doesn't it?
Say that one more time?
What's the top? 2020-2. So yeah, 2020 is when that ordinance was passed.
But even if it's within the 15 to 10 feet, odor's the issue.
I'm not sure what the run has to be, the pen has to be 10 feet, will it say in there?
The odor is,
Approximately 15.
if they aren't taking care of it.
Right.
You're not taking care of the odor.
So that's,
That's an enforceable action.
yeah, you're correct, that's an enforceable action.
So I just need to know where we go from here.
From the solicitor.
Well, someone has to enforce the code, that's all, whoever delivered to you.
Mr. Smith.
So what's that, a letter next?
Well, now it's a certified letter, because the verbal's been done twice. Notice of violation with the verbal written, now it's a certified, violation.
And do we put in there the enforceable actions, the odor? Is that? That
Yes.
should be noted in that letter?
Yes, because he said that the chicken coop is 15 feet, well, this permits it up to 10, so, I don't think you have that.
But the enforceable part of it's the odor so far.
And she has to make chicken.
Yep.
And that's subsection 2504.
4 is the maintenance one.
Yeah, number 4, yeah, correct, sir.
So you're gonna send her a certified letter that she's in violation?
Through the borough office to the secretary, mandating that it'll be
Make sure
certified.
your hand side is not electronic.
Well, yeah,
Or certified.
that'll well.
And that'll be stating what she must do what.
She needs to mitigate that.
Mitigate the odor, but then again, you're back to square one. She mitigates the odor, a month later, the odor's back. That's why I had suggested relocating the whole coop, because it's away from the property line, on the side of the garage at the back, with a chicken run going parallel to the yard.
Right.
Problem
I know
solved.
it's a chicken coop and then the garden.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or the chicken run, I'm sorry, not the coop.
but property owner sees otherwise. But the letter regardless will be going out, so.
Well, who told her that she could not put it on part of her property that the house was not on?
No idea, what it was.
Well, I think we should keep this in orderly, if someone else has another question.
Right, yeah.
Come up, I think that's 3 minutes are up, and I think we've addressed it, it's not really time.
Well, I can address that, sir, and the only reason being is because it was shared with me from her that they can't put the chicken coop on the open lot unless that's on the same deed.
Why not?
Because if I'm correct, those two properties, there was a house here combined or bought with that house.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah,
That's been that way forever.
but the way she explained it to me was she couldn't move that over there because it doesn't have a residential home on that lot.
That's what matters.
And I understand, I'm just sharing with you what we
She
shared
owns the
with me.
property no matter what.
Yeah.
She or they, who are, I don't know.
Well,
They own the property, so we hear we can do it.
regardless, the letter will go out tomorrow to the secretary, and we'll go from there.
Well, just to address that, your ordinance states that you can only have and use chickens on the same property which a residential dwelling is the primary use. So if you have a second property that's a vacant lot, you don't use the vacant lot for residential use unless they use it for
Why
parking.
not? That will have to be researched.
Yeah.
Because on our map, up there, it shows in one lot.
Yeah. I don't know what the deed says.
I don't know if you look at that.
It's one lot, it's one tax parcel, it's one lot. It can be subdivided, but it is one lot. That's how it's been for years.
Same person at the house owns that lot.
Yeah, that's one lot, that's a
Separate.
residential use.
That's the same, that was the process, was the same with the house and additional lot, we're on the same deed. Yeah. So it is the same deed, I'm sure of that.
You'd almost have to research that part to make sure, because if it isn't,
Yeah. Well, when they did these verbal lots,
Oh, yeah,
The specifics. Thank you for your time.
thank you. Next person? Anybody?
own the property. I live there. I just want to clarify before I receive my certified letter, what odor am I getting rid of? Because it's not chicken coop. It's pet bedding, and I guess feed. So I don't think the issue is that it's the chicken coop, because every single day, and I can provide video since May, since Tammy first texted me and said that there was a smell, I have cleaned chicken coop out of my yard every single day, and I have video surveillance of it. Every day for 3 months. So I'd like to have to make sure that that certified letter that is sent is very clear about the odor that I'm removing. Because it's not chicken coop. And that's going to be very difficult. I use straw, so then they're going to smell straw. A farm smell. I used pet bedding. That's what it smells like right now. The pet bedding was removed.
The wood chip, you mean, that,
No, it was pet bedding. It was like what you would put in a hamster cage or something. J&W did not have straw pet bed available to me, so I bought pet bedding. They had bags of pet bedding. So it was like a soft pine shaving maybe, and that's what I threw in there. It has all been removed. I removed it Friday night, I believe it was. Friday night I removed that. I put down topsoil and I put down grass seed. I reached out to my neighbors after the mayor and Rich had come out to the house to try to talk to them and find out what the problem is so we could work on a solution. And they twice told me we had to rearrange it. Twice we had to reschedule. And then,
that was once I texted and said, we will reschedule.
And then Friday night I received a text message saying that they were not going to meet with me. So I would just like to clarify what odor it is that I need to maintain, because I'm maintenance staff. I put lime once a month. I sweep the coop every single day. And leaving them out in the yard, like the smell's not over there. Dawn and Chris aren't complaining. People who walk there by the sidewalk, walk their dogs in the back alley and in the front aren't complaining, so the smells aren't out there. They're complaining about the smell back by their pool, not out front of their house. So then the chickens running through the yard is not a problem. If anything, it probably alleviates it because my chickens aren't stuck in a small little area to coop all day long. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Move on to the police report. You come up.
Yes. Yes, my name is Stephanie Crawford. I live at 25 Goldsboro Road. I'm here because of what's going on in the alley. I feel as though my property is being destroyed. Every time I try to talk to Charlie about it, there's always either an answer that I don't want to hear, or give me the runaround, or doesn't listen to a word that I say. I said that there needed to be some type of erosion control. He said it doesn't work. And I don't think that's fair that you come to my property, you're supposed to do something to supposedly alleviate the water, which where they're doing it now, there is no water. And it's creating a big mess. And I think they're over the 4-foot right of way on certain parts of it. I haven't had it surveyed lately, but I do know I have a plot plan that shows what it is. I'm not very happy about it. In fact, tonight I'm very upset and didn't know if I was going to come down here tonight or not, because I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown. I'm that damn upset about it. And I think that there needs to be more cooperation, more listening, and less incompetency. And I think that people in this town need to learn to work together. Not work against each other, work together, like when Lee Fisher was here. He helped people, and he made people come together. That's what it is about this town that I love. It's a special place. We're lucky. We don't have crime here. We don't have people shooting each other, and we need to keep it good and nice when everybody loves each other. And I don't think that a lot of this stuff that goes on, there's a lady across the street, she's got chickens that crow all damn day, I don't care. I do sometimes, but you're gonna start bitching about my horses now, the smell, they've been there for, I've lived here for 35 years, why don't people just learn to live together and help each other? That's what this whole place is supposed to be about. And like I said, I'm not real happy right now. Not happy at all. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Okay, Chief, police report.
Want me up there?
That's everybody.
Alright, so for the month of July, we had 49 incidents. We had no Part 1 offenses, we only had one Part 2 offense, and that was a fraud. We wrote 8 citations in one morning. All the other calls, which were about 39, were 911 hang-up alarms, assist other police departments, civil disputes, child custody, EMS, fire department calls, lost property, service call, miscellaneous, suspicious activity, suspicious person, traffic hazards, and welfare checks. That's all I have for the report. I just urge people to keep locking their vehicles. I know summer's coming down to an end, and most of the kids are starting to gear up for school, but there are individuals from other communities that like to come target our communities and go through people's cars and take whatever they can. It still happens sporadically throughout the county. And the 2 incidents that we had, we were able to find the perpetrators and arrest them. But that's not to say that other people will come into these communities and try to do the same thing. Last month I was asked about a stop sign at Broadway and River Street. I did find that in the ordinance.
Yeah, there's
However, on that same ordinance indicates that there should be a stop sign on the other direction as well.
Yeah.
So I'm making that aware to you council's knowledge that if you're not going to put a stop sign there, you should amend the ordinance to say to take it away or erect a stop sign.
We need to erect one, but I think we're gonna have to put it on the pole. There's a fiber optic go through there, so any of us are creating some statements.
Just making you aware, because all those little deviances within the ordinance, a document like that, when we go to enforce a traffic violation, if they have a sharp attorney, they will bring those nuances up, and then ultimately the judge sees that and says, well, if the borough's not following their own ordinance, why should I convict somebody from not stopping at a stop sign? That's things that we have to deal with, but I have to make you aware.
I will get a bracket made up for the electric pole and put them on the electric pole. But we just don't want to drive any of the ground.
So.
Is it one on the other side too?
We have one.
There's one there.
Oh, okay. So this is one coming from the marina.
Okay.
Toward the Goldsboro place. There's supposed to be one there.
Is one listed for north and south?
Yes. I knew that.
Can I make a comment, please? There is room, Charlie, there at the corner, right off my property. It's your property. Remember where you took that big locust tree down?
Yeah.
There's room there to put a pole in with a stop sign. I'll be more than happy to keep weed whacking around all this. But there is room there. And if you put it on the pole, it's on the left side of the street. If you put it on the property, and there's no pole there, but there's enough room to run.
Check into it in a couple of days.
Okay.
Get done down here first.
I mean, I've never seen a stop sign there. I've been here since '98.
Never know if I'm here, but I know it's on the ordinance. I've seen that when I first came on.
I just want to make you aware, that's all I have, is any other questions?
Lieutenant D, outstanding job on the structure fire.
That was a tough one.
They released the name this morning, yet or not? No.
But I would say no, for the public was a danger.
Oh, I know that, yeah, I know that, yeah. Yeah. So,
If there was something that the public needed,
sure, it was.
we would have put it out.
Yeah. Curiosity, who it was.
All I can say is someone was in pain, and,
Right.
you know, people deal with it in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else for the chief?
Thank you, sir.
Are we ready?
Fire department report?
For the month of July, we had 12 calls, 1 fireplace, 2 automatic alarms, 1 carbon monoxide, 2 medical assist, 1 motor vehicle accident, 3 structures, 1 standby, 1 water rescue. 3 were in the 20 box, 7 in the 31 box, 1 in the 27, 1 in the 26. Last month, we also did Norfolk Southern emergency safety training. Had a good turnout for that. A lot to share. We're going to be coordinating with Norfolk Southern, possibly putting a draft line under the tracks from the riverside to the main side, so we don't have to shut the lines down. But that'll be coordinated through Norfolk Southern.
Yes.
And taking care of that. The fire department acquired a drone. We're in the process of getting some folks trained up on that. We're also in the process of getting the thermal drone. We have EV training and lithium battery training next month. Outside of that, that's all I have. Probably right behind the station. That way, we'll do 90 up and then over. That way we can draft from the river and feed the borough side.
Yeah, I was just thinking about whether there's a pipe or something going underneath the tracks already.
Yeah, no. But that's all I got for fire.
Is engine 2 back in service?
Engine 2 is back in service. It was in service. It's back out of service temporarily. It's getting some work done to it. We're doing some major upgrades to that engine.
There's nothing else, I need a motion to accept the fire and police reports.
Accept.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Mayor.
Ordinances. I just need some clarification on the enforcement of ordinances. 2 things. 1, I'm going out to the resident's home. I'm verbally identifying myself as the mayor. I'd like to see either identification of some sort showing that I am an elected official other than the mayor's card and representing the borough of Goldsboro. And I think all the employees should carry one too, or at least meter readers and or the borough manager to identify them in their positions. I don't think it's that, I mean, and also in line with that, I want to get some clarification because I inquired with the police chief, where does my authority as enforcing the ordinance stop from me going on somebody's property?
I don't know that as the mayor. As me being the zoning officer, I can go anywhere.
You can. That's where I need clarification from the solicitor.
We can look that up for you.
Yeah. Because anything that I've seen thus far or read myself through the state has not provided me safe comfort in being able to go on somebody's property. So, and in relation to last month's meeting, Mr. Clark, coal dust hotline, 1-800-621-0772. You can call that number 24 hours a day, leave your information. Right now, Norfolk Southern explained to me that the only requirement for wash down on those cars is coming from the mine to the yard, not from the yard to location of deposit. All they're responsible for is the movement of the materials.
Right.
So,
And
but and it was suggested to me, call it nonstop. And that's what it was put to me.
and I will contact DEP. I know that what we, 10-wheelers, coal buckets we call them, 10-wheelers, they're required to cover that when they are out on the road.
Yeah.
Why isn't, that's, you don't, I'm just making a comment.
Yeah, and all
Why
these,
aren't they required?
I don't,
Because it's private business, they have to do it.
Pardon me?
It's private, they own the tracks, they own.
they own the tracks, they own the cars, anything with an NS on it, obviously they own. Anything outside that isn't marked NS is,
Right, okay.
is rented out to them.
What was that number again, Doug, 800?
Yeah, 1-800-621-0772, and that's directly from their website too.
Okay.
So, but that came right from Norfolk State. That's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else in the mayor?
So have you come in and looked in that drawer that I just did? Does that help you with anything?
The mayor's drawer?
Top five, under the top five drawers, I told you that all the updated ordinance stuff.
Oh, I haven't had the opportunity. I would like to know any previous ordinance that has been amended or amended, since my tenure, if I can get a copy of it, please.
Since you've been here?
Yes,
I don't think there's many. The one of them,
previous 4 years to include red.
that is red.
Yeah. If I can get copies of that, please.
There's three of them that was, chickens, dogs, and tall grass and vehicles.
Okay. Yeah, if I can get copies of them, that would be appreciated. That's all I have.
Anything else from the mayor? Not any motion to accept the mayor's report?
Accept.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Council has a copy of the ELHP and Water Company reports. No additions or corrections. I need a motion to approve both.
Make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Nothing from the engineer? Mr. Solicitor? Well, with motorized vehicles. No, it's supposed to be electric.
UTV orders. This one.
Is that the new one? The one that you're?
That's the one they just advertised.
Okay.
It's a promotion, or for.
That's
Yeah,
on
that'll
that,
be their unfinished.
that's on our unfinished business. This is,
Yeah. I don't think that's.
it says unmotorized vehicles. I guess that was, they were talking about the electric stuff.
Okay. Oh, like wheelchairs and stuff.
No, like the electric bicycles and scooters.
That number, or we release. At least, probably says that, they can be anywhere.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Charlie. You
Just
said
like
they're illegal?
If your President Biden said they can be anywhere. They're legal.
Oh, they would be, I'm sorry, I thought you said. Let's not bring politics into this.
That's why they're not doing anything about being on the roads.
Anything for the solicitor? Not, I need a motion to accept the solicitor's report.
Second.
All in favor? Committee reports, buildings and grounds. So, national night out was a huge success, donations, we received $1,000.
No, we always, the National Night Out always comes better than one half of $1,000.
Okay.
It was not done with all the chaos and stuff that was going on this year. And you can see, there's a, you guys should have this in your.
Yeah.
Okay. We're down, it's down to $160.69. VFW is sending a check for $1,000. And we would like to get $1,000 from the borough.
No problem with that.
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
Second.
All in favor? Emergency management?
I
I have to look up some pictures for Charlie right now. That's all I got.
They had been for quarterly proof of roads and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they really brief.
I'll get you what I can. Yep.
Finance.
We're still averaging $8,000, $9,000 a month.
Anything under planning?
No.
Recreation, it says second movie night, big success. Third movie night is August 18th at 8 p.m.
August 18th for movie night at the park. Anybody's interested? Day game from the bank is actually going to this month.
It's basically the kids' movies, which is
Yeah.
for the kids.
It's,
I think it's
Goonies, Hunted Monster, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's chocolate.
Goonies.
What?
Goonies.
Goonies. So we back there.
I just wanted to know, what the VFW was doing, sending you $1,000, that's all.
They just do that contribution towards National Night Out. They put a
Oh,
stick.
okay, that's fine, that's what I wanted.
Yeah, they put a
Thank
stand
you
out.
very much.
Yep.
Sanitation and sewer, have nothing to report there. Streets and highways,
We know where they're constructing the fishing creek.
Fishing Creek, correct?
It's a disaster.
The water, when I was here last month, I wasn't here, was here about a water meter. That's all taken care of, all. It was a matter of Secretary Crossing knowledge. She had been on this one.
Anything under zoning?
No.
If not, I need a motion to accept the committee reports.
Second.
All those in favor? Unfinished business. Ordinance 2023-3 ATV.
That's up to you guys, either vote for it or against it. It's been advertised, we can see, so everything is done, so you guys like it. It's up to you guys.
I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
We couldn't hear anything that was said up there.
Not at all.
Start from the beginning, we didn't hear anything before.
We just approved.
You guys need to get microphones, because you can't hear hardly anything you're saying up there.
Yeah, what about?
Chair's up close, that's all I can say.
This room echo is horrible.
What was the ordinance? What's the deal with the ATV ordinance?
We just passed it.
What was it? What's the ordinance? You said you advertised it, where was it advertised?
In the paper.
In the paper.
In what paper?
I have no idea which paper, but we have advertised.
What?
If you want a copy of it, we'll give you a copy of it. I'm not gonna sit here and read it.
Why was there no opportunity for public comment before voting?
That
That was last week, or the last meeting.
Still, before you pass, they're allowed public comment.
We have a different solicitor here. The other solicitor was supposed to be looking into other deals with other railroads and stuff like that, and then he was gonna come to a conclusion.
That's what
But
this,
now we have somebody different here that doesn't even know.
that's what this motion was on. The solicitor did do that. I wasn't here last meeting, but last meeting they were supposed to have talked about it and put it up, that I had to get it advertised. So I advertised what the solicitor had wrote up and showed everybody.
But it was supposed to be for public comment tonight.
No,
Do you have a comment?
public comment was last week, last month.
We have an opportunity for public comment before any motion is voted on.
Then
It's in
maybe.
the Sunshine Act.
Then maybe.
You were here, when you were here last meeting, John, did you?
I didn't hear nothing about that last meeting.
Yeah, nothing.
We talked about it last meeting. I heard it.
Huh?
We talked about it last month.
Yeah.
Well, they talked about it, but there was no discussion on it.
They
They
just
discussed
held it.
it, they wanted to do it.
Yeah, they discussed it.
So what's the ordinance say? What is it? What'd you pass?
It's right here.
Wow. Wow.
Done deal.
You guys are so happy.
Want that back?
Wow.
Nice to see our town works together, right?
I would make that.
Okay, well, let's move on here. Anything else under unfinished business?
No.
Anything under new business?
Wouldn't the APDs fall under the police jurisdiction?
Yep.
The police is not here, the policeman who was here is not here anymore.
We gotta have an ordinance in order for the police to enforce it.
Well, why
Bottom
don't we
line.
have public discussion on it? I mean, there's a lot of people.
We had public discussion last month.
There were questions. We were waiting for answers this week. They weren't answered. You guys pushed that through in less than 30 seconds.
Through the screen.
You put it in a paper nobody reads.
Yeah, but they can't even name.
That's what's required by the law.
But you guys can't even name the paper where you advertised it. Due diligence.
You had an entire period where you could establish, you had 3 people come up here and speak. Not one person came up here.
It was on the agenda. We are allowed public comment before any agenda item is voted on. It's in the Sunshine Act, sir.
And you had public comments. Citizen remarks is the first one. You had a...
Before each item is voted on.
Excuse me. Can you just calm down, please?
Not when we're going to be disrespected like this by public servants. You're right. I'm sorry, but you know. Excuse me? You want to say that again, a little bit louder, so everybody can hear you? I heard you. You said I'm not sorry.
You don't settle down.
That's enough. Seriously. Please. We all need to settle down. We gave you your time. Please, settle down.
It doesn't matter. It's a public meeting.
For the residents. Everything that's enacted can also be repealed.
You're absolutely right. So let's just settle. If you have a problem, bring it to the meeting next time.
Rob, let me tell 3-minute public comment. Let them voice themselves. That's what you're here for. We're here to listen to that.
I know.
I said let them advocate. So let's hear it. It's already voted. Let them they're not there to review.
Well, just know the process. The process goes from your approval to mayor comments. Right, mayor gets comments.
Mayor is on the road.
He doesn't have to do that now because it's 10 days.
I had 10 days to do it. Oh, I did.
Okay. Let's move on to the treasurer's report. Council has a copy of the treasurer's report. I need a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Council has a copy of the bills. I need a motion to pay the bills.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Do I have a second?
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any other announcements? Not, I need a final motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.